So I get asked a lot about shaping and scoring on my loaves to get a dramatic ear. Um, I think I'll cover um, the scoring at another time, but I can kind of describe it here as well. This is a ball of dough that I had balled up after cutting it, 760 grams. I ball it back in just over a little period of time just to let it come together, and then I let it sit for 10-15 minutes so then it comes together and then it rests back out. I like to move dough that is rested already, means I'm not tearing and breaking gluten structure trying to get things to happen that the dough doesn't want to happen. So I'm going to turn this over here in a minute, but the first thing I'm going to do when I turn it over, you're going to see that I bring it together this way and I pinch it down the middle of the seam. Then it gives you the two ends right here. I don't try to overlap the ends where this one comes over it. I actually try to take the two ends and butt them together so they don't cross over. They come right together. When you do that, you're best to have a clean workstation. You don't want a lot of flour because that flour can get in the way of those two ends coming back together as dough. So you want to have a clean surface to do that. Okay? All right, so I'm gonna turn this over. I'll show you how I'm gonna do it in this way again, and then I'll do it. So, clean work surface, a little bit harder on wood, I prefer a counter. So, now I'm going to bring the two sides together, and then I'm gonna roll those two ends together this way, and then it'll sit for at least a half hour that way. After a half hour, those two ends will come back together again, and then you can flip it over and put it in your banneton. The sides that come together are the bottom of your loaf as it goes into the banneton. So I'm going to come together, pinch, 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 like that. Then you take that and you roll. There. That's how I shape. The two ends have come together. They're not overlapping. This will be the top of the bread when you come out. Now, the way I score, my angle of my razor blade is coming down like this. So my finger will go almost across it as I'm going, like this with the razor blade. I generally score about 1/4 of an inch off center to one side, and you score in it this way, not this way, but you score in. So then as the bread rises and the oven rises, this part of the bread that comes out of your score pushes, the belly pushes up and pushes this slot that you had scored, it pushes it back and gives you that dramatic ear. So there's shaping.